If you're watching this video right now, you know something in your life needs to change. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, the same routine, the same problems, the same limitations greet you. Maybe the person you see in the mirror isn't the person you want to be. Maybe that voice inside you constantly says, "I'll start tomorrow, I'll do it later, not now." This is where I stop and tell you this. If you listen to this message every day for 30 days, on the 31st day, you will be a completely different person. This isn't just motivation, this is science. This isn't just hope, this is a guarantee. Because the human brain makes a new habit permanent within 21 to 30 days. And I'm not just offering you a habit, I'm offering you a complete mindset revolution. Harvard University research shows that when we consciously change our thoughts for 30 days, the structure of our brain physically changes. New neural connections are formed, old negative patterns are broken. So what about you? Are you ready to be part of this revolution? Are you ready to transform into a completely different person from your old self? Because 30 days from now, the person you see in the mirror won't be today's you. That person will be stronger, more determined, more courageous. That person will be someone who chases their dreams, not someone who runs from them. And now I'm going to show you how this transformation will happen. I'm going to show you what will happen at the end of 30 days. And most importantly, I'm going to teach you how to use this power. The first 10 days will be the hardest days, because your brain will wage war against you. It will say, "This doesn't work, you're wasting your time, you are more comfortable in your old state. This is normal, this is expected, and this is completely wrong." Because the first 10 days are actually the days when the foundation is laid. Just like a building's foundation, invisible but the most important part. You think you're not changing during these days, but actually the revolution has already begun. Neurology experts say that our brain begins to accept new information within the first 7 to 10 days. Even if you don't notice it, your subconscious is being reprogrammed. Old "I can't" records are being deleted, while new "I can" records are being written. Tony Robbins, the world's most successful personal development expert, says, "Change happens in an instant, but seeing that change takes time." You begin to experience this change in the first 10 days. What will happen in the first 10 days? You'll wake up easier in the mornings because you have a purpose, you have a routine, you have a promise to yourself. Your conversations with people will be different because your mind begins to think more positively, more powerfully. But most importantly, your view of yourself will begin to change. You'll start saying, "You can do it," to that person in the mirror. That critical voice inside you will quiet down, replaced by a supportive voice. Michael Jordan says, "The first days of training are the hardest because the body rejects what it's not used to. But that rejection is actually the beginning of growth. You too are beginning to grow." During the first 10 days, every time you listen to this message, your brain begins to construct a new reality. The reality that I am someone who can change. And one day, maybe on the 7th day, maybe on the 9th day, you'll suddenly notice those old fears have diminished. Those old excuses have lost their power. Those old "I'll do it tomorrow" words have lost their meaning, because you've now become part of a new system. You're completing the first phase of your 30-day revolution. And now it's time for real strengthening. From the 11th day onwards, you're already a different person. The seeds planted in the first 10 days have begun to sprout. Now it's time to turn those sprouts into a great tree. During this period, your brain has stopped resisting. Because your new routine has begun to feel familiar, psychologists call this the acceptance phase. Change is no longer taking something away from you, it's giving you something. What will happen between days 11 to 20? Your energy will increase. Because positive thoughts create positive energy. Your motivation will be more stable. Because you're no longer relying on external motivation, but on internal discipline. Kobe Bryant's famous Mamba mentality is formed at this stage. He says, "Discipline begins where motivation ends." You're reaching that point now. You're no longer doing it because you want to, but because you've decided to. During this period, people around you will begin to notice. They'll say, "You've changed." They'll say, "You look more confident," and they'll be right. because you're experiencing a transformation from the inside out. Arnold Schwarzenegger would do the same routine every day during his bodybuilding days. After the 11th day, his body would no longer resist, it would cooperate. He says, "The body must obey the mind, but first, the mind must be determined." Your mind is also determined. For 11 days, you kept the promise you made to yourself. For 11 days, you listened to this message. For 11 days, you fought your old self and won. Now it's momentum time. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in physics. Once an object starts moving, it takes more force to stop it. You've also started moving. Now it's much harder for you to stop. During this period, your goals will become clearer. Because a blurry mind sets blurry goals, a clear mind sets clear goals. You now know what you want, and more importantly, you also know how to get it. When you reach the 20th day, your old self will seem very distant. You'll start questioning, was I really like that? Because that old you no longer exists. In its place is the new you, strong, determined, visionary. And now, in the last 10 days, it's time to make this power permanent. From the 21st day onwards, a scientific miracle occurs. Neuroplasticity experts say that after 21 days, new neural pathways in our brain become permanent. This new way of thinking is no longer temporary, it's permanent. The transformation you'll experience in the last 10 days will be incredible, because you're no longer making conscious effort. Thinking positively, acting strong, being determined is now your natural state. Just like breathing in and out. Warren Buffett, the world's most successful investor, says, "Habits are first light as thread, then strong as chains." Your positive habits are now strong as chains. The biggest change you'll notice during this period will be this. You now look at problems differently. Where you used to say, "This is too hard, I can't do it," now you ask, "How can this be done?" The problem-solving mechanism in your brain has completely changed. Oprah Winfrey used to give herself positive messages every day during her toughest times. She says, "It's not what you think, but how you think that determines your life." You've now learned how to think. When you reach the 25th day, people will start asking you for advice. They'll ask, "How did you change so much?" Because your energy, your posture, your confidence has started to influence everyone. On the 28th day, you'll start to become a true leader, because you first led yourself. You kept the promise you made to yourself. You reached the goals you set for yourself. You were honest with yourself. Jim Rohn says, "Personal development is not about reaching the goal. It's about what kind of person you become while reaching that goal." In these 30 days, you changed not only your goals, but also your character. The feeling you'll experience when you reach the 30th day will be indescribable, because you kept the biggest promise you made to yourself. For 30 days, you didn't give up on yourself. For 30 days, you didn't quit. For 30 days, you fought and won. And now, only one thing remains: using this power for the rest of your life, because you're now a different person. You're now a victory story. When the 31st day arrives, look at that person in the mirror. That person is not you from 30 days ago. See that light in that person's eyes. Feel that nobility in that person's posture. Notice that smile on that person's face. This is your new self. This is your true self. The strong, determined, successful person you revealed over 30 days. Now look around you. People look at you differently, because you radiate a different energy. Your family, your friends, your co-workers have noticed. They say, "This person has changed," and they're right. Oprah Winfrey says, "The greatest discovery is a person realizing they can change their life by changing their thoughts." You made this discovery, and now you hold the power of it in your hands. What will happen after the 31st day? Your goals will grow, because you now know what's possible. Your dreams will come true, because you now have the power to make them happen. Steve Jobs, when founding Apple, would ask himself every day, "If I were going to die today, would I still do what I want to do?" You're now in a position to say yes to this question. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. You're reaping the fruits of this 30-day revolution. Those goals have been achieved, those dreams have been lived, those successes have been won. And it all started with your 30-day determination. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. People ask you, how did you become so successful? You answer with a smile, I changed myself for 30 days, then my life changed. Because big changes begin with small steps. Big successes come with small habits. Big lives are built with small decisions. Nelson Mandela stayed in prison for 27 years, but he improved himself every day. When he got out, he became the leader of his country. He says, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. You educated yourself. For 30 days you trained your mind. Now you hold that weapon in your hands, and with this weapon you can change not only your own life, but the lives of people around you. Because you've now become an example. You've become a source of inspiration. You've become a victory story. Now the moment of decision has come. Will you close this video and return to your old self? Or will you start this revolution and completely change your life? If you really want to change, do this now. Mark the next 30 days on your calendar. Write Mindset Revolution Day on each day. And promise to listen to this message every day at the same time. But more importantly, make this promise to yourself. For 30 days I will not give up on myself. For 30 days I will not quit. For 30 days I will be part of this revolution. Did you make this promise? Did you feel that determination? This determination will take you to victory. This determination will turn you into a legend. Every morning when you listen to this message, remind yourself, I am not just a person. I am a champion candidate. I am a story written to become a legend. 30 days from now, you will no longer be the same you. You will be the stronger, more determined, more successful you. You will be the you who makes dreams come true. And remember, every great success began with a decision not to give up. Every great victory was won with the courage to try again. Every great person made the choice not to give up at the moment of giving up. Tomorrow will be hard. Tomorrow you'll want to give up again. When that happens, remember this message. When that happens, remember that warrior within you. When that happens, remember the victory you're going to win. You are not just a person. You are a revolutionary. You are a change creator. And now it's time to live that revolution. Now go and show the world who you are. Go and turn that decision not to give up into action. You can do it. You deserve it. You are someone who will win. Now go and win. Start your 30-day mindset revolution.